CABLIVI, caplacizumab-yhdpor, is indicated for the treatment of adult patients with acquired thrombotic thrombocytopenic purpura, aTTP, in combination with plasma exchange and immunosuppressive therapy. Please stay tuned for the important safety information at the end of this video.
My name is Heather, and this is my aTTP journey. I'm a teacher's assistant, a softball coach for the girls' 7th and 8th grade team. I really love camping. It gives me a sense of enjoying the outdoors and spend as much time outside as I can. In 2007, I became ill. It was a very long, hard diagnosis. I had a very bad menstrual cycle. I went to the doctor and had some tests. They said everything was fine and put me on birth control to stop the bleeding. A few days later, the bleeding had still not stopped. I went out to the local hospital, had labs again. My platelet level was at 9,000, which is extremely low. They had said that I was going to need to stay in the hospital for a while and get some more tests. I was very frightened. I wondered if I was going to make it. I didn't know what was going to do for living my life. So it was very, very discouraging for my family and I to wake up every day and not getting the answers that we needed. I had been there for a week and I took a nap. When I woke up from my nap, I could not hear, I could not speak, I could not see, and I could not walk. So I was transported to the larger hospital. I was diagnosed with aTTP. The treatment for aTTP is very stressful. And it takes a lot out of you, especially the older that you get. I was released and sent home at my 6-month checkup. Everything was fine. But unfortunately, a week later, I relapsed. Relapsing in 4 or 5 times in 1 year, that was difficult on my body, difficult on my family, difficult on my emotions. And every time you have a relapse, it just makes me a little more anxious, knowing that it's happening all over again. In 2019, I relapsed again. My doctor and I had talked about CABLIVI and thought that I should give it a shot if I was okay with that. With the CABLIVI, my platelet level came up within 4 days. I don't like being in the hospital, just like everyone else. My stay at the hospital was only for 6 days. Once you leave the hospital, having to take CABLIVI at home, I felt confident doing it at home because of the training that I got while in the hospital. The only side effects were a little bruising on the belly from the injection site. While taking CABLIVI, I did not experience any relapses, and I have not experienced any relapses 28 days after taking CABLIVI. So I've lived with aTTP since 2007, and as long as I'm feeling good and can do things, I want to be out enjoying the outdoors, sitting outside underneath the stars, getting back to my girls. Even though I know a relapse is possible at any time, I'm confident in knowing that CABLIVI will be there.
This was Heather's personal experience with CABLIVI. Every patient's experience is unique, and individual results will vary. If you're interested in learning more, please speak with your doctor about the potential benefits and risks of treatment with CABLIVI and whether CABLIVI may be right for you. Indications and important safety information. Indications. What is CABLIVI? CABLIVI, caplacizumab-yhdpor, is a prescription medicine used for the treatment of adults with acquired thrombotic thrombocytopenic purpura, aTTP, in combination with plasma exchange and immunosuppressive therapy. Important safety information. Who should not take CABLIVI? Do not take CABLIVI if you've had an allergic reaction to caplacizumab-yhdpor or to any of the ingredients in CABLIVI. What should I tell my healthcare team before starting CABLIVI? Tell your doctor if you have a medical condition, including if you have a bleeding disorder. Tell your doctor about any medicines you take. Talk to your doctor before scheduling any surgery, medical or dental procedure. What are the possible side effects of CABLIVI? CABLIVI can cause severe bleeding. In clinical studies, severe bleeding adverse reactions of nosebleed, bleeding from the gums, bleeding in the stomach or intestines, and bleeding from the uterus were each reported in 1% of subjects. Contact your doctor immediately if excessive bleeding or bruising occur. You may have a higher risk of bleeding. If you have a bleeding disorder, i.e. hemophilia, or if you take other medicines that increase your risk of bleeding such as anticoagulants, CABLIVI should be stopped for 7 days before surgery or any medical or dental procedure. Talk to your doctor before you stop taking CABLIVI. The most common side effects include nosebleed, headache, and bleeding gums. Tell your doctor if you have any side effect that bothers you or that does not go away. These are not all the possible side effects of CABLIVI. Call your doctor for medical advice about side effects. Please see full prescribing information.